A very good morning, dear students. Hello and welcome back for your science class, 8th session of chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. In our last video, we discussed the role of teeth, tongue, salivary glands, esophagus, and stomach in human digestive system, like how these organs help in digestion or breaking down of the food. Today we will discuss about remaining part of human digestive system like how liver, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine and large intestine help in further digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion of food. So let's begin with liver. Liver is not the part of human alimentary canal but is very important part of human digestive system. Liver is the largest gland in human body. It weighs about 1.5 to 3 kg. It is located at the upper right of our belly or abdomen. It is almost reddish brown in color. Our liver is divided into two unequal lobes, large right lobe and smaller left lobe. Liver plays very important role in digestion of the food in our body. Actually, liver releases a fluid known as bile juice. Bile juice. Bile juice helps in breakdown of fat present in our food. Let's have some idea about gallbladder. Gallbladder is a small, hollow pouch about 8 cm long and 2.5 cm wide. It is a small organ tucked under the liver. Bile juice secreted by liver is stored in gallbladder before it is released into small intestine. So why is liver so important in our body? It performs more than 250 different functions and most important, it releases bile juice. Bile juice breaks down the fat so that it can be easily absorbed in our bloodstream. Now let's have some idea about pancreas, another gland in human digestive system. Pancreas is a leaf-like structure located below the stomach. It plays two very important roles in our body. First, in digestion of the food. Actually, pancreas release a fluid called pancreatic juices. Pancreatic juices contains an enzyme which help in digestion of proteins, carbohydrates and fats. So pancreatic juice acts on proteins, starch and fats and change them into simpler form. Another important function of pancreas is to regulate sugar level in our blood. Pancreas release a substance like glucagon and insulin which are very important for maintaining sugar level in our blood and prevent from the diseases like diabetes. Moving ahead, you should know that the secretions from gallbladder and pancreas are released in upper part of a small intestine that is duodenum. Small intestine, don't go on its name. It is the longest part of our alimentary canal. It is a long coiled tube in our abdomen with very less diameter and a long length of about 7.5 meters. Small intestine can be divided into three parts: upper part duodenum, middle part jejunum and lower part ileum. Secretions from different glands like liver and pancreas are released in upper part of a small intestine that is duodenum for further digestion of complex molecules present in our food. The wall of a small intestine has tiny finger-like projections called villi. Villi increases the surface area of the walls of small intestine for the absorption of digested food. Villi are supplied with blood vessels in which digested food diffuses. Hence, blood carry absorbed nutrients and transport them to different parts of our body, or I can say to different cells of our body, where absorbed food is used for energy, growth, and repairment. This process is called assimilation. Finally, the undigested food goes into large intestine. The parts of large intestine are ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum, and anus. Large intestine has no digestive function to carry, but the walls of large intestine make continuous peristaltic movement to push down the undigested food. It also helps in absorbing water from the undigested food material. Remaining waste is passed to rectum and then expelled from the body through the anus in the form of feces. This process is called defecation. That's all for today. Like and subscribe.